The motion is adopted. Mr. Spitzer.
Now that we're under motions or resolutions, I make a motion to take up item 67 immediately.
Mr. Spitzer, you would need to make a motion to suspend
We are
the
under
rules
motion. Out of order. Point of parliamentary inquiry. Mr. Tirico rose under motions or resolutions. We have reframed the debate on the floor as motions or resolutions. I did not hesitate a moment at the completion of that prior to moving back to the regular calendar, still under motions and resolutions, to make my motion, which is now timely. You told me earlier we had to be under motions and resolutions. We were under motions and resolutions. I didn't miss a beat, and now I'm making a motion to move under Rule 67.
Thank you, Mr. Spitzer. I appreciate that. You are correct. We are under motions and resolutions. Is there a second to Mr. Spitzer's motion?
And it's
it takes 41 votes.
And it's debatable.
And it is debatable. So we have a motion and a second to take this.
No, he gets to open on.
You may open on your motion, Mr. Spitzer.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, we are without a state budget in the state of California. And the Democrats can walk off the floor of the state assembly and show their objection to this debate. But let's be clear. The people of the state of California deserve a budget. The state employees of the state of California deserve much better than minimum wage. Using minimum wage as a way to try to get a state budget is an inappropriate exercise of discretion. This is serious business. The chief economist for the Board of Equalization, Mr. Frist, just completed a study that said if we raise the sales tax by 1%, we will lose 58,000 jobs. The governor predicts $5 billion in revenue over the course of 3 years to raise $15 billion to close the gap. And yet the economists have already predicted that we'll have $500 million less in revenue. How in the world can we not take up the state budget? Let's be fair. We see the world very differently than our colleagues from across the aisle. So let's discuss it. This is the chambers. There's 80 of us who are elected from across the state to debate some of the most important issues of the day. When you start to raise taxes, especially sales taxes, you take poor people and you hit them the hardest in their pocketbook.
1 minute, Mr. Spitzer.
Come one, come all. Democrats, all of you, 48 of you. And each and every one of you stand up and tell everybody in California and the nation that your solution is to raise taxes. Go on the record today. You have the opportunity, but you won't. You'll vote no because you don't want to have this debate.
Mr. Spitzer is asking for an aye vote on his motion. Mr. Tirico is asking for a no vote on Mr. Spitzer's motion. The clerk will open the roll. All members vote who desire to vote. 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 Mr. Tirico is asking for a no vote. Mr. Spitzer is asking for an aye vote. All members vote who desire to vote. The clerk will close the roll, tally the vote. Ayes 32, noes 44. The motion is defeated. The motion fails.